Adam Sandler's new movie completely blew my mind, and I feel like we need to talk about it. What is up, guys? It's Mike here. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, if you can subscribe, like, thumbs up, comment, watch some of my other videos, that would be amazing. You can also support me on Patreon, patreon.com/RadioMike. Join the other 60 people who are already on board. So I couldn't sleep the other night, and I decided to put on the new Adam Sandler film, Spaceman, on Netflix, and this movie completely blew me away. I think the main reason this took me by surprise is because Adam Sandler as an actor and the kinds of movies that I associate him with are like goofy, dumb movies. I realize that has changed over the years, but honestly, I think of Adam Sandler as this. I know that with movies like Uncut Gems, Adam Sandler really like paved a new path for himself as an actor, but he always to me was that guy from Big Daddy, Billy Madison, Happy Gilmore, Click, those goofy comedy movies that Adam Sandler was just really good at making. He often gets a lot of criticism for the movies he's in. I mean, a lot of them are admittedly very bad, but to me, Adam Sandler is full of nostalgia, reminds me of my childhood, and reminds me that you can be bad and still make it. But this movie, Spaceman, is just a complete curveball from him, particularly for me, because I don't follow him super closely. I did watch those murder mystery films that he did for Netflix with Jennifer Aniston, which were pretty good and like pretty fun, but still pretty goofy Adam Sandler tier movies. And I realized that he has an ongoing deal with Netflix to make a bunch of movies for them, which is probably a good idea by Netflix, but Spaceman blows them all out of the park. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews from this movie, some sort of calling it melodramatic or a bit too long to sustain its premise, but I gotta say, I didn't feel that. This movie is about a man played by Adam Sandler who is on a space mission past Jupiter to enter and explore this kind of like nebula in space that's making the sky go purple. It's a really important mission for mankind, also for the Czech people, because the South Koreans are doing the same mission, but they're behind. So the Czechs are like, yeah, we're gonna do this. And Adam Sandler is like, got the fate of the whole Czech population on his hands. And he's completely alone on this space mission. He can sometimes call back to home. He has a constant communication with like the space hub, I guess, whatever you want to call that. And regular communication with his wife, except bam, suddenly she doesn't want in anymore. There's been some relationship problems. She's out of here. She's leaving him while he's in space, but they don't want him to get that message because they think it's going to dishearten him too much and ruin his mental health. So much going on here, right? And then Adam Sandler meets this creepy alien that is basically like Aragog, the giant spider from Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets in space. And that's why I dub this movie Aragog's Space Adventures. But seriously, I went into this movie completely blind. Like, I knew it was called Spaceman, but I didn't realize that the main character, aside from Adam Sandler, was going to be a giant fucking spider who for some reason I end up feeling sympathy for because he's an alien from another land whose world has been destroyed. And the two find solace in each other, find friendship and kinship in each other. It's very heartwarming, but the atmosphere of this film, okay, unmatched. I actually thought the atmosphere was just so eerie at times, okay? Space is eerie. It's like this great expanse that we don't understand. And of course, I've seen a lot of space movies over the years, whether it be Gravity or, I don't know, Star Wars or like anything like that, Interstellar. You know, there are a bunch of movies like this, but I've never really felt like this shared feeling of loneliness and isolation that I felt while watching Spaceman with Adam Sandler. And that's a sentence I never thought I would mutter. Because it's movies like this where you really see Adam Sandler as a really talented actor. Like, this guy is actually a pretty good actor. Like, while his characters are usually just like generic white Jewish guy, in this, like, he totally turns it up and you feel through the screen his loneliness, coupled by this really eerie ambient music that is playing. Like, the soundtrack is just like this humming of space, right? This space hum. And it's just so incredible. You know, you start seeing through his memories of his relationship with his wife, and there's all this really interesting exposition through his relationship with Hamush, who is what he names the giant spider. And this whole movie like explodes into this beautiful, beautiful ending in which the giant space Aragog alien sort of dies in the expanse of this nebula. And Adam Sandler goes out to be with him as he dies, or try to rescue him. And he's in this, I guess, space nebula, like in the midst of the nebula, which is revealed to be a leftover of the beginning of the universe. And you just see all of the memories of this astronaut's life in these moments flashing through him, and this concept that time isn't linear and time is all happening at once, and you can see it all in this moment in the beginning. And then the alien spider says, I begin and I end here. Sometimes I thought maybe it was a metaphor for God. At points I wondered if like Adam Sandler's character was hallucinating this, but I do think you are supposed to see it as a literal alien, like it is really there, but I think there's an argument to be made that it's metaphorical. Overall, like, this movie I thought was really special, and I totally accept the criticisms some people have that maybe it could have gone shorter or gotten to the point quicker, or maybe it could have been good as like a 50-minute Black Mirror episode, because it certainly leans toward this new genre of science fiction, which I feel like is just could have been a Black Mirror episode. Seriously, there must be a list of movies that are basically just Black Mirror episodes. But overall, I encourage you to not give this one a miss. I think this is a really good movie. It really spoke to me, and it like brought me to the verge of tears just with the beauty and the eeriness and the, I don't know, the expansiveness of space that is displayed here. There is just something so human in a weird way about like a story of an astronaut lost in space. That made no sense at all, but hey, I said it. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you like this channel, do not hesitate to watch a few more videos of mine. I do a pop culture channel. If you like this video, you will love the rest of my channel. Go and subscribe. Leave a comment on your thoughts as well. What did you think of Spaceman? I would love to hear your thoughts. And you can check out a bunch of my other stuff. I do a podcast called 20th Century Boy, which goes up on this YouTube channel, but also goes up wherever you podcast. I have a Patreon, patreon.com/Radio Mike, where you can support my work if you are so generous. And I also do a blog. You can find links to pretty much everything in the description of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in another video. My name is Radio Mike. Looking forward to having you as a subscriber. See you later.